Hello Pisces, this is your monthly reading for the month of September 2018. Thank you so much for being here. These readings, the monthly readings are a little bit longer because I promised you the extended version of singles and couples. So I have the links in the description box. Not the links, but I guess the timestamps. There you go. There we go. For the reading, so it's easier for you to get where you need to go or to come back to something instead of going through the whole video. So Pisces, let's see what your energy is for the month of September. We have the Devil in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, the Seven of Swords, the Lovers, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Star in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's a bit of confusion going on this month. We have the Hangman in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, Pisces, so for your overall energy, I feel like you're taking a step back from love. You may be taking a little bit too much of a step back. But I feel like you are making sacrifices for yourself, or your partner is making sacrifices for you. It's almost like you're holding on to a thought that you have, and it's a little bit unrealistic for your situation. It's not really allowing you space to understand or even be a part of anything else. In the past, there's deception. This could be deception coming in from somewhere else, like a relationship, co-worker, work situation, or this could be you being your own worst enemy. Okay, I'm leaning more towards your own, okay, because you're holding on to a lot, or maybe even the direction of a relationship or how things are moving, and it's kind of hindering you from growing or doing more because it's so much of a burden that you're holding on to. Moving forward, you're really thinking about letting some things go, letting this burden go, because it's not really helping you grow. It's not really helping you develop. Your problem is actually giving to the situation or giving to an individual out of fear, because you feel safe holding on to what you were holding on to before. But this whole situation is creating an inactivity, whether it be in your career or in your love situation. You're being held back by what is for you, right? The Lover's card is about making choices. So making clearer choices, understanding that people have their ups and downs. And every time something goes negative, you can't keep combating that. You can't keep wanting to fight that and thinking that that's a sign of something. It's just something that happens, and you get through it. You have an open heart about it. You have to be solid in your direction when it comes to the things that make you happy. Okay? It's time for you to be more perceptive about the people around you. Okay, I feel like you're doing a lot of saving face because you don't want to be hurt, or things that have happened to you in the past. It feels more like a saving face situation to me. It's almost like you don't have a reason for doing it directly towards that individual or that situation, but in the bigger picture, this is how it has played out. So this is how you're going to handle it. Okay? You have an opportunity to grow. You have an opportunity to expand your thought and to be in a situation that cultivates you, whether that be in relationships or career. You have an opportunity to grow and become bigger. Moving into the future, there may be an issue with love. There are delays. I do not feel like they're from you. I feel like they may be. I take that back. They may be for you, towards you, because you're hesitant about moving forward. You're hesitant about jumping into something, but you would like to start something new. And I feel like because you may have pushed back a little bit, even your partner or the situation is hesitant about inviting you in, whether this be a project or a career situation. Okay, so there are delays because it's like someone needs to know that you're just as passionate as they are about a particular situation or even a relationship. And being hesitant is scary when you're inviting someone in. But there is an opportunity for something new. You just have to be willing to be a part of that adventure. So you are hoping to heal from a situation and to get on with your life, okay? To put something in the past, to balance the scales, and for everything to go right. And for things to be fair. I do feel like you have been wounded, especially with the 9 of Wands. But you have to continue to move forward. You have to focus on your goals and how you feel and move forward. Like put that action behind it, okay, to get what you desire. In your environment, you have someone that is very pessimistic about what is going to happen. They're not sure. They don't feel like they're being nurtured enough. And they don't feel like they want to nurture you because they're scared to give if you're not ready. Okay? I don't see them taking the efforts because it has failed for them before. They're not really paying attention to the little things that you're doing to try to show. So that's something to understand. I feel like that's the word that I want to use there. I feel like you want to be a part of this situation. And I feel like you want to nurture your future. I do feel like there is some fear. I do feel like there is some setback. You're hoping that it will come together and be harmonious at the first visit. And that you won't have to, and that someone will not be trying to be underhanded or lie or secretive or do something cunning while you have this open energy to experience something beautiful. I do see with the outcome though that you're not quite clear and there are some blocks in your reasoning. I do feel like that is due to fear and changing your perspective. You have to sacrifice yourself just a little bit. I mean, you're being unrealistic by thinking that the other person has to continuously sacrifice themselves. But I feel like it's going to take healing for you, especially with the 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay? It's about accepting that you may not have the answers. Things may not be perfect at first, but you have to keep going. It is a journey. It is a journey. I don't feel like the other side has left you. I just feel like they need some sort of reassurance from you. Okay? All right, Pisces. Type in the name of the all right, okay, before I forget, so now we're going to go into the intuitive read here. Let's get the cards on the table. Your first card. It's this one. Listen with your heart. Okay. Listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said, but need to listen with a loving heart. Strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Okay. Okay, Pisces. So the first thing I see is that you need to open up your space, okay? I feel like you're very comfortable where you have been, and it's starting to feel like a very secure area, but you need to open yourself up. And this involves opening windows, okay? This involves getting some fresh air, going out on a walk, getting yourself involved in nature, okay? There's something regenerative about sunlight as well, I'm hearing, okay? So, why do I feel like this camera is tilted? Maybe it's just me. Okay. Also, it's time for you to stop being so far in your head that it confuses you. What I mean by that is you can always talk yourself out of or into something. Sometimes you have to listen to your heart and how you feel, because it's directing you where you need to go. I don't feel like you're overindulging your heart. I feel like you're overindulging your mind in this particular month, okay? You are a strong person, and all of this has made you stronger. However, you have to put it into play. So you have been built. It's like you're building a wall, but you still have the curtain up. You have to reveal the structure to the outside world, right? To see if it can withstand the elements, to see if it can withstand real life situations. And you have to, you can't stay hidden, Pisces. I do feel like you want to be heard, and you want to be understood, and you want for people to know where you're coming from. But other people also feel the same way. And that's something for you to think about. It's good to see the other side of a situation and not just your side. I understand that you don't want to be hurt or misunderstood, but neither do they. Spirit's saying that you're strong enough to do it. You can do it. It's all about flow. It's all about the flow. They're also telling me something really interesting, and it involves a necklace. Some of you may have a necklace with a stone on it, or a necklace that is that are pearls. Use this as a strength exercise, okay? Whenever you have this on, if you have to touch it to remember how strong you are and how confident you are when you're feeling nervous or anxious, that would be a good exercise for you as well. It's almost a sort of anchoring exercise for you. Bracelets too. I'm also seeing someone do this with earrings. They touch their earring to feel safe, to feel grounded. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go into the love part. So here we are, Pisces singles for the month of September. Let your friends help you. And codependency. Okay. So like I said, it's time for you to get out. It's time for you to expand. It may even be that your friends are trying to invite you to some sort of get together, some sort of gathering. It's okay for you to accept. It's like you're afraid to let yourself go a little bit. But that's only because you finally feel clear and you finally feel free, you know? And you're afraid to almost get yourself dirtied, if that makes any sense, or get yourself boggled up in feelings you don't need to get involved in. Okay, but you can't keep yourself hidden. You're becoming codependent on yourself, on your home, on the what they're giving me a picture of a fort. Remember when you were a kid and you would build a fort for yourself? It's like you've built yourself a fort and you feel comfortable within that fort, and everything outside of that fort is dangerous to you. But you can't stay there. It's not healthy for you to stay there. Okay? So if you get an opportunity to go somewhere or do something, this would be a good time for you to do that, or even change your perspective, as we talked about before. Okay? So we're going to go into the overall energy for singles in the month of September. You're definitely trying to keep yourself protected. I do see that because of what has happened in the past, or fear of what could happen. Okay, you're not allowing yourself to be open or even to receive messages. It's not good. It's not nurturing to your soul. It's not nurturing to your heart for you to do that to yourself. Okay. There is some messages coming into you, and I feel like they're pushy. Someone's trying to get you out or to get you to do different things. Might be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces may have hurt you, or even an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius I see here. So in the month of September, you're really focused on trying to find that balance, because you're listening to what is coming, or what someone is telling you, the words that is coming in, the reason from your mind on why it is you should do the things you do. And also trying to break this mindset that you have created for yourself in order to feel safe, but it's also trapping you. Okay? All right. So, Pisces singles, dealing with fire signs, Aries, Leos, and Sagittariuses. Like you're not ready to really make a choice. You're not thinking very positively when it comes to the love relationship, or you and this person just don't seem to see eye to eye. You don't feel really eager to start anything new. I felt like this person is starting to heal from this abandonment that they feel from you. And healing from this abandonment, they have almost disappeared from you. I feel like they're focusing on different things. They're angry. They don't understand. They can't process your reasoning. They're not on that same level. All they know is that you're not going in the same direction as them, and you want for them to understand your direction. Okay, moving forward, I don't see much growth in your life. Your love life looks a little barren because you're holding on to old ideas that feel safe to you, but you need to get out of those. Your partner is really hurt, and they're sticking by the direction that they have chosen to go in. They don't want to carry the burden anymore, and they don't feel like you're working well together, or you don't have the same goals. I do see you fighting for understanding from your partner, especially at the end of September. You've definitely decided that you probably want them around. But there are going to be delays in starting love, or they either don't have love for you anymore. Okay. So we have Pisces singles dealing with Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Earth signs. I definitely feel like you're trying to get everything together. You want to feel secure and you want to feel good, which you do right now. You feel very dependent or independent and dependent only on yourself. Your partner wants you to make a choice for them. You don't want any conflict, but they want you to choose them. They may be even giving you an offer. It's very interesting because I feel like they want to heal something and you want to separate. Nope, I take that back. It's the other way around. There's definitely some healing here. Somebody wants to heal the situation. You're really set on your direction and what it is that you want. I do see you standing up for your own beliefs and your own reason. I don't see you trying to make something happen. So they are trying to heal it. They really want the passion to start again. It seems like a lot of work and they're at a standstill. Everything is at a standstill. Nothing is moving. But they're really adamant about you. Silently. I do feel like there will be a reunion or a conversation. I do feel like someone really wants it to happen. They want to push it, and the other person is very standoffish because there's no win here. They don't feel, I don't want to say important, but not the number one in this situation. So that gives it a very hesitant feel about getting into this relationship or into this situation. Okay, so Pisces dealing with air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquariuses. you're not ready. And even if you think you're ready, you're just being highly optimistic without thinking things through. Your partner does have hope in a situation, and that's probably what makes you think that you're ready. Yeah, it feels like your partner is bearing themselves to you. Yeah, that your partner is bearing themselves to you because they want that kind of balance within the relationship, and they have hope that things will work. I feel like they're willing to be patient, but you almost feel like just a little bit too much is happening. Or this could be vice versa. They're telling me this could be the other person's energy as well. It just depends on what level you both are on. Moving forward, I see you holding on to your opinions. You have built things for yourself that you're not ready to let go of. I feel like you're willing to, or you have this offer, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be a winning offer. Your partner wants to transform or kind of start things over, like leave everything where it was and then start again new. And they're really adamant, and there's going to be a lot of conversation. They're going to come in with that new start. You're not feeling very confident. You don't know how to tell them that you're pretty much happy with yourself. You're happy in what you have built. I feel like you're on a path by yourself. And that's just how it just happened, how the wheel just happened to turn. You didn't mean to cut them off, or they didn't mean to cut you off, but that's just how it happened. And they're telling me that this energy can go either way. So one side is you and the other is them. So take that how you want to take it, okay? Next, we have Pisces dealing with Pisces singles dealing with Cancer, Scorpios, or Pisces, other water signs. You're trying to confront your issues with love or regarding this individual. They're going through some sort of awakening where they're trying to show you that they're different. But I would be careful, because I think that it's just a ploy to get you back, because you feel you're very happy. You really like them a lot. And I feel like you're easily moved by them. But you're not really on the same page, and you're not really working for the same goals. I feel like you want things to expand, and you see that there's an opportunity for things to be different. But you're not perceiving what is happening clearly, because you're so happy about them being around, and you kind of want to nurture something with them that feels solid, okay? I do feel like they are giving an offer, or they're being very dreamy and unrealistic, and they're trying to come back in, but they're waiting to see where your mindset is at, okay? I do feel like there's another person involved. I do feel like you're not on the same page. There's another person, there's something you don't know. I feel like you're getting back into the same situation. It's not going to be good. You're not going to win. And there are a lot of secrets, okay, and delays, because clarity is not there, right? Clarity's not there. It's not good. Hello, Pisces couples, this is your general love reading and the extended that I promised. So let's get your cards out. You have flirt and give your relationship a chance. It's definitely telling me like you need a little bit more in your relationship. You may be afraid to tell your partner that you need more. But don't get overwhelmed, Pisces. Don't just immediately let it go. Playing hard to get, I feel, is going to confuse your partner as well. It may work in your mind. I feel like it's going to work. The idea of it works. But when you're in, for single people, but in a relationship, it only confuses your partner because all they see is that you're changing. Okay, so that's something for you to just keep in mind. So let's see what your overall energy or the energy for the collective is. We have the Page of Wands in reverse, Death in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, Page of Swords, and the Four of Wands. I do feel like you need something new in your relationship. You want something new. You're not going to hint to it either. I feel like you want it to come to you. You're being a little bit childish about it instead of, and I say childish because as you get older, you kind of know, closed mouths don't get fed, but that's not the energy that you're bringing towards this situation. You definitely want more camaraderie. You want more happiness, joy, affection, like the newlywed feel. You're trying to figure out how to make that happen. What's interesting is this Death card here. Yeah, you're not going to come out of yourself to make that happen. It's like you're hinting towards it. But your partner needs more words. Directness. And moving forward, I don't see you're getting what you want because you didn't do that, and almost suffering in silence because of it. But still going about like everything's fine, but not getting what you need. Okay? So Pisces couples dealing with fire signs. These are Aries, Leos, and Sagittariuses. Okay, you are holding on to a lot of burdens in this relationship. I feel like you're not expressing yourself. You're going about the unconventional way of doing things, and that's why you're not being heard. I feel like your partner understands that something is different, that there's some sort of delay within the love life, but they want to pick up the passion. They want to pick up the action, the feeling. Okay, they're willing to do that, but it's almost like you're trapped as far as holding it in what you need from them. Okay, and they're more of an action. They need that affection. They're that type of person. I feel like you need to take control. I feel like what you're taking control of, though, is your silence, right? And the fact that there's a problem, you're holding that in. But that's your way of taking control, if that makes any sense. Your partner is like, oh my God, there's a change. I don't understand what's happening. I'm not going to fight it. But they do feel that loss, and they feel like you're pushing them away. It's not a really good feeling for them. They're still going to continue to move forward, with the relationship. They're not going to leave. I don't see that. But I see you being stuck in silence if you don't express yourself, and them just feeling left out, which is not a good feeling for them. So by the end of September here, the outcome, what I see from this situation, if you continue on this path, that's what it means, is that there's going to be ostracism. That's the word I wanted to use. They're feeling put out, ostracized, okay? Not as connected, feeling like you're bored with them. And eventually they're not going to care. And they're going to release themselves of the anxiety of dealing with this. Yeah. And they're going to find happiness in other places and overindulge themselves in things that are not good for the relationship. I don't feel like that's a threat at all, by the way. I feel like that's just how they would handle it, okay? So next, Pisces couples, we have this is for those of you dealing with earth signs, Tauruses, Virgos, and Capricorns. Why does this not want to shuffle? I just heard solid as a rock, so we'll see what that means. Okay. So you want to end something. The end of feeling settled. You want a little bit more of freeness in your relationship because you feel solid as a rock, bogged down. Your partner does not understand that. They do not. To them, it feels like everything is working the way that it should be working. There's definitely a connection between you two. They think that everything's absolutely perfect. You think that there's a problem. You are set in your mind about what it is that you need, and you understand the direction that you want to go in. It's like you're trying to relive happiness or past enjoyments that maybe were within this relationship or even outside, and you're trying to balance those two energies so you can still have that freedom and also make your partner happy. Your partner is a little jealous and they don't understand. Their emotions are hurt. They feel like you're not continuing to grow the relationship and that you're focusing only on yourself. But they don't realize that they're kind of focusing on themselves as well because they're not opening up their mind to you. They just are holding on way too tightly to you. And you need for them to stop doing that. If this continues, I see there being confusion. You're still going to push towards justice, and you're making the choice that you want something. I do feel like there is going to be some hurt feelings. The relationship's still going to stay together, but it's almost like you have to do what you have to do. And they're going to be hurt. And I feel like they're not going to make it easy for you either. I do feel like you're going to stay together, but you're going to continue to go out and explore. Hopefully they'll understand that even though they're hurt, that they can also go out and explore with you. But you just need to expand. Okay. and this is for Cancer couples dealing with air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquariuses, Aquarii. You're learning something new about your partner because they are trying to express their feelings towards you, okay? And they're coming at you pretty fast. So it's like you're trying to learn. They want to feel good. They feel very confident. They have a goal in mind. They feel on... What do I want to say? They want more. It may feel a little bullish and a little pushing, but they're very attractive in the way that they speak to you. You're listening and trying to learn how to almost make them happy. You're just trying to get back to how things were, and they're trying to move forward. They may actually be trying to leave you, but you're not really getting the hint because you're too busy trying to get them back or to hold on to them, okay? I do see here that the relationship is not going to be the way that it was, and it looks like a breakup. You're not going in the same direction, and there may be another person, okay? And you're not going to be happy within the situation. They are going to be very mean after this. Not very mean, but very focused on their own goals. They're not going to change their mind. They're not going to be very nurturing to you. It's like they made a sacrifice, or they sacrificed you for their own happiness and their own joy. Emotionally, I feel like they're cut off, but you still want them, so that could be a problem. If you continue to move forward, I see you all being friends or working together. You're going to get back together. I see that again. There needs to be a lot of healing and understanding that you just can't hurt somebody's feelings because you feel a particular way at that moment. But I do feel like you're gonna get together and be happy, maybe even get married. This is interesting because I feel like they were really pushy about what it is they wanted, and they didn't want to move, but then split second they like changed their mind or something. They feel like you work good together, or they don't even want to go out and look for someone else. This is interesting. You're gonna have to tell me in the comments what this means. Because I feel like there's a third person, or you think there's a third person. I feel like you think there's a third person. I don't want to say that there's a third person, but the only third person there is themselves. They're really just thinking about themselves, and you're trying to it's like you're figuring out how to work this. They may have done this before. It's like you know how to get them back. You know how to reel them back in or something. Okay. Next we have Pisces couples dealing with water signs. Cancer, Scorpios, and other Pisces. You're coming to the end of something, and you feel like there is no new beginning. You're taking more of a passive approach on ending something, not being very direct. Okay, your partner's trying to keep everything together because they feel like this is home. And being very nurturing of you, which is why you're taking a passive approach, because it's like you don't want to hurt their feelings. They're being very attentive and they understand that you are trying to end something, and it's almost like they're doing counteractive measures. You're not feeling the direction of this relationship. Yeah, I feel like you're bored with it and you're releasing yourself from the need to feel like you have to keep it going. They definitely feel the burden and they understand that what is happening. And if they continue to move forward trying to work on it, they're not going to get anything out of it. It's in their best interest that they let it go. You just want to be content. I feel like it's almost like you feel like you've done enough. You've done enough, and if you keep going, you'd be lying on yourself, or they would be lying to themselves if they just allowed you to stay in something when you're not happy. Moving forward like this, I feel like a lot of anxiety is being let go, and you don't have to feel like you have to hide anymore, or do the most to keep balance. But because they kind of let it go in the hopes that you will come back, there is a sense of balance here. Yeah, they still have hope that you're going to come back and that all of this is going to change. But I guess that's really up to you, isn't it, Cancer? All right, so thank you so much for listening, and I will see you tomorrow or next month, wherever. Love and light. Bye-bye.